I need you guys to channel all of that energy. I need you guys to channel all of that and push it into your drink.
They say life is like a box of chocolates. The full saying is life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. While that may be true, if there was a little hint or if there was a little message on the back of the box that told you what's in the box, you would have a general idea. I'm from a small town in Riverside, California. Most people would call that the country part of California. And I use the word country in the context of small roads, open land, a lot of acres, a lot of trees, a lot of bushes, a lot of farms, a lot of acres. So we moved out here to Las Vegas, Nevada when I was 2 years old. And one of the things I remember from my childhood so much and so vividly is playing outside. We always played games, no matter what it was, basketball, football, kick the can, you named it, we probably played it. And there was 2 words you never said in my house in one sentence, and that was the 2 words, I'm bored. So you never said, I'm bored in my house, okay? So every time I would tell my dad, I'm bored, he would say, go outside and practice your free throws, and I love basketball. So I'll go outside, practice my free throws over and over and over and over again. And one of the things I would do as well is work on my crossover. Any basketball fans in here? Quick show of hands. Okay, so in basketball, there's something called a crossover. Okay, so what a crossover is you have your goal. So the goal is to get this orange ball into the net. And you have your goal, which is to get the orange ball into the net. And what a crossover is when you're crossing over, you're dribbling in one direction. When you cross over, you're changing speeds and changing directions and changing routes. And we had something hanging in our house that said, never change the goal, change the plan. I want you to think about that. So I figured out basketball was not my forte, and I wasn't going to be a professional basketball player. I just liked to play it for fun. So eventually I got to middle school in the 6th grade. I found out that I was really into music, and I fell in love with music, and I became a percussionist and started drumming and really found an interest in that. Eventually, so I had to transition from elementary school to middle school to homeschool. Then when I was 13, I got into martial arts. So martial arts, I found my talent and I developed some skill. And I love martial arts because it taught me more than just self-defense. It taught me self-discipline, respect, courtesy, integrity, honor. It taught me all of these things. So day 1, my brother and I walk into Taekwondo and walk into the school, and we are brand new white belts. So I stand before you today as a certified first degree black belt. Okay, so later on I got into high school, and it was the middle of my high school career, and it was time for me to get a job, a job. So my dad was like, why don't you go apply to be a lifeguard? And I said, no way. Have you seen me swim? No way. So I found out there was a test. Get this is the funny part. I found out there was a test. And this test, you had to do 3 things. You had to swim 300 yards without stopping. You had to tread in the deep water, legs only, keeping your arms tucked in between your armpits and your head out of the water. Then you had to do a brick test. That consisted of dropping a brick in the 9 feet, swimming all the way down, going down, picking it up, get it, put it on your back, and kick on your back all the way back to the wall you came from. Okay? So I said, no way, we got a swim instructor. He helped me out, and we eventually trained. That's what I spent my entire summer doing. So the YMCA offered me a job. I was able to get a lifeguard certification. The YMCA offered me a job, and I really took it and ran with it. I was able to grow, and I was able to succeed in the YMCA. They offered me different positions, and they offered me, front desk, building supervisor, fitness floor supervisor. So I had all these different positions, but aquatics is where I really excelled. The next year, they promoted me to a lead lifeguard. The year after that, they promoted me to a pool manager. So right now, I currently hold 11 different certifications, including the lifeguard instructor certification, which is pretty much, I can certify lifeguards. So now, at the hotels, as we speak, at the hotels, the YMCA's, the city pools, there's lifeguards out there with my name on their certification card. So I take that with great pride. And including those certifications, one is a Zumba instructor certification. So I do teach Zumba, and I love it. I have a class right now. I do teach Zumba, Wednesday night, 6:30. So, that was one of my many certifications I was able to develop and gain while I was at the YMCA. So with all of those great certifications, that whole list of certifications, there was still something wrong. One day I looked at my resume, and I said, this wasn't my career, this wasn't my goal. At the top of my resume, it says to obtain a bachelor degree in business and to pursue a degree in law, and pursue a career in law. Okay, so I have that. But looking at my resume, it said, I said, this looks like I want to be in Parks and Rec major, okay? It does not look like I want to be in any kind of law or business, okay? So I had to make a transition. I had to cross over. I had to change my speed. I had to change my direction. I had to change my route. So now I currently work for the number one ranked law firm in Nevada, and I am loving it, and that's where I am right now. But I stand before you today, still kind of uncompleted in what I want to do, but it's not necessarily what you guys see before you today. It's all the experiences. It's all the things that I've encountered. It's everything that I've had in my last few years, okay? So, I'm gonna change something. Life is like a box of chocolates, and that's true. You never know what you're going to get. But if there was just a little hint or a little something that could tell you on the back of that box of what's gonna be inside, you would feel a little bit more comfortable.
You know I'll catch you when you're falling, and I'ma take all of your burdens, ain't no problem. Don't you know that a man is only made for his calling? So won't you fall into my arms? Don't you know that you ain't gonna fly? Gonna fly. So when you jump on me, it's suicide.
What's up? It's your boy JAKE. Yes, guys. Thank you, guys. I just want to say I am so appreciative of you guys. I'm so grateful for you guys. I love you guys. And in that video that you just watched, if you just got anything from it in any kind of way, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for more content. And if you got inspired or motivated, if I pushed you in any kind of way, just go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below. Guys, I love you guys. I believe in you guys. Go make it happen.
Lots of your brothers and sisters get really offended if you thinking different. Even your mind